Okay. All right, let's do that again. Okay, so here we go. Here is the sentence. Listen really carefully to see if you hear something that's repeated, a sound that's repeated, okay? The silver river will whisper to the ferns.
Yeah.
What's the sound that you hear? The sound you heard was and how is it spelt in this sentence?
E-R.
It's spelled E-R. Nice job. I just wanted to check the video to make sure I'm not using HD. 1 second. When we turned it on again. Oh, I guess I can't tell from just looking at it. I don't want to stop it. So HD is high definition. It takes more data to use high definition, but it's okay. All right.
Get it close.
It is okay. So our new concept, okay, is going to be something called the bossy R. The bossy R. Okay, the bossy R. And the bossy R happens when a vowel is followed by an R. Yes, it's followed by an R, right? It's also going to be a new syllable type for us. We'll get into that later, but it's going to be our 5th syllable type, okay? And can be spelt E-R. It's one of the ways it can be spelt. So let's just say E-R says
E-R says O.
One more time. E-R says
E-R says O.
And one last time.
E-R says O.
You got it. Nice job. Okay. So is this grapheme here, is it made up of vowels, consonants, or combination?
Combination.
It's a combination, yeah. And yet, how many sounds does it make?
One.
It makes one sound. So it is a digraph, but because it starts with a vowel, it's called a vowel digraph. So you're going to hear me refer to it as a vowel digraph sometimes. And the reason for that is because it is 2 letters that make one sound. And in this case, it starts with a vowel, so it's going to be a vowel digraph. Okay, so we don't have a mirror in this room, but let's just think about what's going on in our mouth. And you can look at me and I can look at you, okay? So let's say the sound okay? Look at my lips. We'll start with lips. Now you do it. Just thinking about your lips. What are your lips doing? What are my lips doing?
Not touching.
They're not touching, right? So they're open. Are they open really big, really small, or kind of in the middle? In the middle, yeah. It's kind of, our lips are open a medium amount. Right? Walk to like good job. And now let's think about our tongue. What's our tongue doing? I see you pointing your finger back into your mouth. Is your tongue? What's happening to your tongue?
It's down.
It's down, and is it back or is it forward?
Back.
It's back, yeah. So our tongue goes back and it stays there. It doesn't go forward, it stays back. One more time. Very good, nice job. All right. So I have here a
Feather.
It's a feather. Can you say feather?
Feather.
Nice. I like how you did that really well. Feather. You also did the really well. Feather. Right. And I have an object. You take it, right?
Oh, is
And it's a feather, right? And why do you think I'm using this object as for this week's lesson?
Because it ends with an
It
E-R.
ends with E-R and it says feather. Nice job.
Wait, did you buy this one at a store?
I did not. I actually found that one, but I've sterilized it. So
What does sterilized mean?
sterilized means I made it really clean by putting some alcohol on it so that there's no germs on it. That's what sterilized means. Sometimes people heat to sterilize, and sometimes people use a cleaner to sterilize.
Imagine, I thought this was one of them, days you dip in ink and white, which since you can see it's hollow in the inside right there.
So let's think about that word. Okay, so let's think. F, okay, so let's look. So I'm going to write the word feather. Okay, and today we're just going to focus on that sound there. And you had mentioned it comes at the end of the word. Can you think of some more words that have in them, in the word? Bird. Nice job, bird. I'm going to put bird over here because look at how I'm going to spell bird. Yeah, bird. You're absolutely right. It's an but it's not spelled the same. So I'm going to put it off to the side here. Tell me something else. Or word.
Stream. No.
Well, let's look at that word stream. I'm going to put it over here. Stream. No, we don't. So this one does not have, I'll put this over here for words that do not have ER or
Silver.
What is it?
Silver.
Silver. Ah, silver. What do you notice about the word silver?
It has it at the end.
It has it at the end, yeah. Okay. Think of any other words?
River.
River. You're noticing here, right? River. Good job. River. And
Whistle.
whisper. What else? Yeah, you want to keep using my sentence here? Okay. Ferns. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at these words. Feather, silver, river, whisper, fern, bird. Okay. What do you notice about?
Also go in the middle.
It can also go in the middle. So one of our rules, we could say, is that, okay, can be spelt, ER, right? Is it always spelt ER?
No.
It's not always spelled ER, but it can be spelled ER, and it can be at the end of a word,
Or in the middle.
at the end or the middle, end or the middle. Okay, excellent. That's what we know so far. I wonder if it could be at the beginning of a word. It could be in the middle of a word, the end of a word.
I don't think so.
You're not sure? Okay, we're going to put a question mark. We'll come back to that. We'll see if there are any words that start with at the beginning. All right, I think that's good for now. All right, so our new concept is the bossy R, which turns E into an sound. Otherwise, E makes what kinds of sounds? When it doesn't have an R at the end of it. It can make an E sound and an F sound, right? Yes, good job. F and E, good job. And now we're learning that when it has an R at the end of E, it gets the R is kind of bossy. It tells the E to make a whole different sound, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now it's more of an isn't it?
Yeah.
R.
Oh.
R. Right? Yeah. Okay, well done. Okay, so let's grab your sandboard. I'll grab one too. All right, and let's actually write that sound. Yeah, shaky, shaky. Okay, and all right. So Okay, here we go. So the sound is, as I made, the sound is Repeat. E-R says Let's do it again. Repeat. E-R says Shaky, shaky. Third time.
E-R says
Nice job. Well done. Okay. So let's look at our decodable, our little story that we're reading this week. Here's Ms. Braden. Put it. I think it's over here.
I got it.
No, actually, that's another one. You can grab that one if you want to. Go ahead. Yeah. So that's one of the books that I'm planning on using this week, and this one is called
The Battle Book.
The Butter Battle Book. And do you know who it's by? Dr. Seuss. You know Dr. Seuss?
Yeah.
Yes. And why do you think that we're going to use this book for? Which word in here? Yeah, butter. Nice job. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you more about this book later, but the book that I want to talk to you about today is this one called Fernando and the Broken Finger. Now let's look at this title. Why do you think that we're going to be using this book with
Because
this?
it also has
It does. In what word?
Fernando.
Well, let's look. Let's read the title.
Finger.
Yeah, finger has E-R. Any other? Do you see any other use of er? Let's read the title again.
This one.
Let's read the title again. Fernando and the Broken Finger. So the character's name is.
Right there.
Yeah, nice job. Yeah. And when you say right there, where?
In the middle.
It's not the beginning, is it? It's sort of the beginning, right? But there's the consonant F first for Fernando. So we would consider this, it's sort of in the middle of the word. It doesn't begin the word, it doesn't end the word, but it's in the middle, which we said can happen. Okay, Fernando and the Broken Finger. And so this is a story about Fernando, right? And it's going to be about his broken finger, right? Have you ever had a broken bone, or anybody in your family ever have a broken bone? And I'm just going to ask you to sit in your seat just so I can make sure that that video is on. Do you know if anybody in your family has ever had a broken bone before, or you? No. Okay. Not sure about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you know that I had a broken bone once? I once broke my ankle. Yeah.
Oh, my mom might have broken her.
Your mom might have broken her ankle too? Yeah?
All bone.
Yeah, and so I can actually even show you. You want to see where there's a little scar? Can you see over there that scar? Yeah, a little scar. So that's one thing that happens sometimes when somebody breaks their bone, right, is they have a scar. Can you think of anything else that might happen when somebody breaks their bone?
It hurts.
It would probably hurt. Yeah, mine hurt a lot. Yeah. Anything else?
They can't do anything with that bone.
Yeah, so when somebody breaks their bone, chances are they can't do normal things anymore. And if we look at this illustration, do you think that might happen to Fernando, that maybe he might not be able to do some things? What does the expression on his face look like? What would you consider? Sad, yeah. So perhaps Fernando is going to be sad about breaking his bone, and we'll find out more about. You think he might be happy that he broke a bone?
No.
There might be some. Well, let's think about that for a second. Do you think that there might be some advantages sometimes to breaking a bone, or what might be a good thing? Let's look. It's always nice to look at the silver lining of things, right? Which means, like, let's look for the silver, the little bit of happiness that might come from a bad situation. So what do you think might possibly be a good thing about breaking a bone.
He gets to help with more stuff.
Oh, he might become a helper, and he might find other ways of doing things besides his normal ways and becoming a helper to somebody, and that's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll see more about what's going to happen in that story. But let's move on, my friend, okay? Because I want to make sure that we've got lots of time here. All right, so we'll continue to read that next week. Let's go right to our dictation. Now, the printer wasn't working, so I need this by hand, as you'll notice, okay? And I will get you. Here is a pencil for you, my friend, okay? And so we'll get right to our dictation, but let me just, before we do, let me just make sure if I
found sauces.
You found what?
Sauces.
Oh, and we know it's Josh's because it's all chewed up and yeah. Oh well, yeah. Sometimes he likes to have something to do with his hands, doesn't he, while he's thinking. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to it. Okay, so let me get mine ready too. All right, I'll get mine ready. Okay, so all set. You got your pounding and finger tapping hand and your writing hand all set? Which one's gonna be your writing hand? Okay, you got it. All right, so listen to me first. The word is fern. I walked in the woods and saw a fern. Watch me. Fern. Fern. Together. Fern. Fern. Your turn. All right. And when you are just like mine, you can rewrite it. Well done. And our next word is clerk. I bought some candy from the store clerk. 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 Together. Clerk. Clerk. Your turn. And write it. Nice. And when yours looks like mine, which it does, you can rewrite it. Well done. And remember, here's our blend, right, on that line. And then both the E and the R will go on this one line, right? Because it's a vowel diagram. And then the K. Perfect. Very good. All right, here we go. The next word is verb. A verb can be an action word like scream, play, or think. Verb. Verb. Together. Verb. Verb. Your turn. You got it. Okay, please write. Our next word is timber. The logger cut down a tree and used it for timber. Okay? Timber. Watch me. Timber. Together. Timber. Timber. Your turn. Beautiful. last of our 5 words is the word enter. I wanted to enter the room. Enter. N. E. N. Ter. T-er. Enter. Together. Enter. N. E. N. Can I see you again? Good. Ter. T-er. Enter. Your turn.
Enter. Enter.
Beautiful. And when yours looks like mine, you can rewrite, and it does. Well done. Okay, let's read them all. First one is fern, clerk. Well, I'll read them first and then you can, okay? So can you point to them as I read them? Fern, clerk, verb, timber, enter. Okay, now together. Fern, clerk, verb, timber, enter. Your turn.
Fern, cloak, verb, timber, enter.
Very good. Okay, let's read them up. Starting with 5. Go.
Enter, timber, verb, cloak, fern.
Very good. Fern. 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 You do it.
Fern.
All right, let's move on to our sentence. All right, and here it is. Hopefully we'll have time for 2 sentences, but we'll start on the first one. Okay, listen to the sentence. Okay, listen to the sentence. Frank was fishing for perch. Listen. Frank was fishing for perch. Okay, your turn to pound it. Frank was fishing for perch. I said your turn, but I did it together. Now it's your turn.
Frank was fishing for perch.
Perch. Perch. Remember, we want for that sound, we want that tongue to stay back. Perch. We don't want it to drop. So say perch.
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 Nice. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it? You're doing really well with that. Okay. Now watch. I'm going to use yours. Okay. Watch what okay. Frank was fishing for perch. Your turn.
Frank was fishing for perch.
Very good. Okay. You can write it. You're doing fine. Let's finger tap that word. I know that's have you ever heard the word perch? It's a type of fish. Perch. Perch. Yeah. Watch me as I finger tap that word. Brylan, look at me. Perch. Watch my perch. Perch. Let's do it together. Perch. 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 Your turn.
Perch. Perch.
You got it. Okay, now go for it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were all done. I'm so sorry. Watch me again. Perch. 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 Your turn.
Porch. Porch. Porch.
You're doing it great. Okay, now. Do your cups.
Capitals. Yeah.
There you go. Nice job.
Yes. Understand.
Read it out loud.
Frank was fishing for pork.
Yes.
Peel. Punctuation. Sounding.
S for spelling. Spelling. No. So let's look at the first word. Watch me. Frank. Look. Fro. Can you look at my fingers? Finger tapping. Fro. Ank. Frank. Nice job. Nice job. You got it. You got it. Okay. Was, right? W-A-S spells was. You got it.
Fishing.
Very good.
For.
Or you got it.
Porch.
You did it. Nice. Perch. Perch. Well done. Good job. All right.